There was a deep silence in the dark night of the palace. It was spring outside in the garden, but the moonlight had enveloped every corner of the palace. Queen Gayatri, who was known for her radiant nature and devotion to duty, slowly walked towards Maharaj's private room. She had a plate decorated with Maharaj's clothes as per the palace tradition. Gayatri knocked on the door. There was no sound from inside. She opened the door softly and stepped inside. There was a calm but impressive aura inside the room. Moonlight was filtering through the windows and illuminating the luxurious room. Then her eyes fell on Ranaji, who was standing wrapped in a towel after bath. Gayatri froze. Her steps stopped right there, and her heart suddenly started beating fast. She tried to keep herself calm, but an unknown restlessness was visible in her eyes along with hesitation. Ranaji looked at her and said with a light smile, "Gayatri, so late in the night? I think you steal something new every time. And that is my attention." Gayatri bowed her head, trying to hide her feelings, and said, "Maharaj, I had ordered to bring your clothes." There was firmness in her voice, but Ranaji sensed the slight nervousness hidden in it. Ranaji slowly walked towards her. She had a personality that could mesmerize anyone. "Gayatri, do you know that whenever you are in front of me, my world stops?" Gayatri's eyes widened, but she kept herself restrained. "Maharaj, I am only following your orders." Ranaji looked at her with deep eyes and said, "You are not just a queen who follows orders, Gayatri. Your aura and your self-respect make you different from the rest. And this is what attracts me towards you." Gayatri looked into his eyes for a few moments. There was truth and affection in those eyes. But she kept her heart under control and bowed her head and started to move back, keeping the thal aside. "I am leaving, Maharaj," she said in a low voice. Ranaji saw her leaving and smiled slowly. There was some stir in his heart. Gayatri's steps were moving towards the palace stairs, but her heart was stuck there in Ranaji's room. This night had created a strange turmoil in the hearts of both. While Ranaji was getting drawn towards Gayatri, Gayatri was trying to convince her heart that this was only a momentary attraction. But this clash, which was not just with words, but with eyes and emotions, had started a story that no one could stop. Chapter 2: The Beginning of Closeness ****. The preparations for the festival were at their peak in the palace. The colorful floral decorations and the light of the diyas were making the atmosphere even more magical. There was a buzz of business in every corner of the palace, but there was a strange silence in Gayatri's heart. She was inspecting the floral decorations in the garden, lost in her thoughts. Ranaji, who was busy preparing for the main event in the palace, came out in search of her. As soon as he saw Gayatri standing among the flowers, a light smile appeared on his lips. Her simplicity and self-respect took his breath away every time. "Gayatri," Ranaji called in a deep voice. Gayatri turned around. As soon as their eyes met, her breath stopped for a moment. She immediately composed herself and said, "Yes, Maharaj." "Was there any work?" Ranaji took a few steps towards her and said, "You have made this festival so beautiful with your hard work and dedication. But do you know what is the most beautiful thing in this palace?" Gayatri asked in surprise, "What, Maharaj?" Ranaji said without any hesitation, "You. This palace seems incomplete without you. Can't you see it with your heart?" Gayatri's eyes widened. She was trying to say something, but the words stopped on her lips. Her heart started beating fast. She wanted to avoid Ranaji's words, but his deep gaze had tied her. "Maharaj, you are joking." "I am only doing my duty," she said softly. Ranaji took a step closer and said, Gayatri, I am not joking. Everything in this palace seems special with your presence. But I don't understand why you keep yourself so far away. Gayatri lowered her eyes. There was a storm of emotions in her eyes. She was afraid to accept the truth of her heart. Maharaj, I am just an ordinary woman. You are the Maharaj. There can only be a relationship of duty between us, she said in a restrained voice. Ranaji smiled and said, even if it is a relationship of duty, this relationship is special for me. And I am sure that one day you will feel it. Gayatri did not say anything. She had decided to keep herself away from Ranaji, but Ranaji's words had awakened an unspoken hope in her heart. After that day, a unique relationship started developing between Gayatri and Ranaji. Their unspoken words and eye contact would reduce the distance between them a little more every time. Amidst the hustle and bustle of the festival, a new story had begun inside their hearts. Chapter 3: Conflict of Emotions ****. Gayatri tried her best to control her emotions. But Ranaji's presence made all her efforts fail. His words, his deep eyes, and his loyal nature were weakening the walls of Gayatri's heart. One day, Gayatri came to the palace garden to feel refreshed. She was tending to the roses, but her mind was restless. Her every thought was drawn towards Ranaji. Just then Ranaji's voice came from behind, "Queen Gayatri, are you trying to hide something from me?" Gayatri turned around in shock. Ranaji was standing in front of her, with questions in his eyes and determination on his face. "Maharaj, you here?" Gayatri tried to bring restraint in her voice. Ranaji took a step forward and said, "Yes, I am here. And I want answers to every question that your eyes ask me. Queen Gayatri, why do you run away from me? Don't you realize my feelings?" Gayatri lowered her gaze. A sea of emotions was surging within her, but she was afraid to admit them. "Maharaj," she said softly, "your place is very high. You are a king, and I am a simple girl. This distance between us can never be erased. Respect my boundaries." Ranaji smiled at her words, but there was pain hidden in his smile. He held Gayatri's hand. "Gayatri, your place is in my heart," Ranaji said in a soft but firm voice. "And in matters of the heart, high and low have no meaning. You have touched my heart like no one else could." Gayatri looked at him. Tears welled up in her eyes. She did not want to show herself weak, but Ranaji's words had reached her soul. "Maharaj, it is not that easy," she said in a choked voice. "I have suffered a lot in life. Trusting someone, letting someone come close to me, is not easy for me." Ranaji took Gayatri's face in his hands and looked into her eyes and said, "I understand your every fear, Gayatri. And I will not ask you to accept me immediately. I just want you to give me a chance. I can prove to you that this relationship is not just a game of emotions, but a reality." Gayatri did not say anything. Tears kept flowing from her eyes. She could not deny Ranaji's truth even if she wanted to. That day, that meeting in the garden opened a new chapter between Gayatri and Ranaji. Gayatri may not have accepted her feelings openly till now, but Ranaji's love and dedication had started breaking the walls of her heart little by little. Chapter 4: Difficulties and Distance ****. Whispers had started in the palace streets. The news of Gayatri and Ranaji's relationship had now reached every corner of the palace. While some people considered it a sign of true love, Queen Neha had taken it as an opportunity to plot her own conspiracy. Neha, who herself wanted to get close to Ranaji, started weaving a web of rumors to break this relationship. Neha spread false stories among the palace staff and courtiers. She said that Gayatri had misused her position and the dignity of the palace to get close to Ranaji. Some courtiers, who were under Neha's influence, started promoting this. When Gayatri came to know about these things, she was heartbroken. She started cursing herself that Ranaji's reputation was being tarnished because of her. Every eye in the palace corridors started surrounding her with questions. Ranaji also got a whiff of these rumors. He was furious. He called Neha to his court and asked in a strict tone, "Neha, who is spreading these rumors? Tell me the truth, otherwise the consequences will be bad." Feigning false innocence, Neha said, "Maharaj, I am just hearing what the people in the palace are saying. If there is no truth in it, then I apologize." Ranaji did not believe her words, but he did not take any action on Neha for the time being. He knew what Neha's real motive was. Gayatri, who was hurt by these events, took a big decision on her own. She went to meet Ranaji at night. "Maharaj," she said softly, "my love for you is true, but your reputation is being tarnished because of me. I do not want your life to be difficult because of me. I have decided to leave the palace." Ranaji looked at her in shock. "Gayatri, what are you saying? Do you think these rumors will have any effect on me? I love you, and I don't care about these false rumors." But Gayatri said with tears, "Maharaj, I want to be your strength, not your weakness. If I am there, these rumors will never end." Ranaji tried to stop her, but Gayatri started maintaining distance in the palace. She immersed herself in her work and started avoiding meeting Ranaji. Ranaji tried everything he could to make Gayatri understand, but the hurt on his soul forced him to back off every time. The growing distance in the palace made both their hearts restless. Gayatri's love for Ranaji had grown even deeper, and memories of Ranaji were present in Gayatri's every breath. But circumstances had separated them from each other. In this pain of distance, this question kept arising in their hearts again and again: would their love be able to endure these difficulties? Chapter 5, Facing the Truth ***. Gayatri's distance and her silence had increased Ranaji's uneasiness. He could not understand why Gayatri, who was so close to his heart, had become so distant from him now. Finally, he decided to know the truth. Ranaji called his trusted servant Arjun and told him, "Find out the reason behind Gayatri's distance. I am sure all this is not normal." In a few days, Arjun revealed the whole truth. All the rumors that Neha had spread and the conspiracies she had hatched were revealed to Ranaji. Arjun told, "Maharaj, Queen Neha has deliberately tried to defame Gayatri and break your relationship. This is all her trick." Ranaji's anger reached the seventh sky. He immediately called Neha to the court. In front of the courtiers, Ranaji said in his deep and serious voice, "Neha, I have come to know about your every conspiracy. You have falsely accused Gayatri and hurt the dignity of the palace. This evil behavior of yours will not be tolerated anymore." Neha tried to hide her mistake and said, "Maharaj, I was just trying to save the prestige of the palace. If I have done something wrong, I apologize." But Ranaji was not impressed by her words. He said angrily, "Apologizing will not wash away your sins. You will have to bear the punishment for whatever you have done. From today you are thrown out of this palace." Neha's face turned pale. She did not give any more arguments and was forced to leave the palace. Ranaji then looked at all the courtiers and firmly said, "I completely reject all the false accusations that have been made on Gayatri. She is my respected queen and will always be. From now on, if anyone raises a finger on her respect, He will have to answer to me. This incident created a stir in every corner of the palace. Gayatri, who was listening to all this from outside the court, had tears in her eyes. Ranaji's truthfulness and his love melted her heart even more. Ranaji came out of the court and came to Gayatri. He looked at her and said, Gayatri, without you this palace, this life is incomplete. I stand with you and will always stand with you. Can you forgive me that I could not understand your pain earlier? Tears started flowing from Gayatri's eyes. She bowed her head in front of Ranaji and said, Maharaj, I had lost myself by going away from you. But what you did for me today made me realize that your love is true. Ranaji held Gayatri's hand and said, this relationship is not just of our hearts, but of our respect and trust. From now on, nothing will be able to separate us. Their union in the palace symbolized a new beginning. Neha's conspiracies had come to an end, and Ranaji and Gayatri's relationship had become even stronger now. Chapter 6, Confession of Love ****. On the roof of the palace, the moonlit night was spreading its beauty. The light cool breeze and the twinkling stars in the sky were making this night even more magical. Gayatri was standing on the roof and looking at the beauty of the palace spread far and wide. There was peace in her heart, which she felt after a long time. Ranaji came from behind with slow steps and called her, Gayatri. Gayatri turned and saw that Ranaji was standing with a small velvet box in his hands. There was the same depth and love in his eyes, which had mesmerized her the first time. Maharaj, Gayatri said softly, you came here so late at night? Ranaji smiled. This night is special, Gayatri. And I want to make it more special. He stepped forward and opened the box. A beautiful ring was shining in it. Gayatri, he said in a deep voice, you have changed my life. You have taught me that true love is strength, not weakness. I cannot imagine my life without you. Will you be my queen? Not just in name, but of my heart as well. Gayatri's eyes welled up. Her voice was choked. She said softly, Maharaj, I love you too. But this love of mine is not with your name, but with your soul. You are the person for whom I can face every challenge. Ranaji held Gayatri's hand and said smilingly, then, from today, you are the queen of my life. In every happiness and sorrow, at every step. Gayatri bowed her head, and tears of joy started flowing from her eyes. Ranaji put the ring on her hand and said, this is the symbol of our new beginning. The moonlight enveloped both of them in its glow. There was a unique sweetness in the air, as if nature was also celebrating their love. That night, two hearts united and immortalized their love. This confession gave a new direction to their story, where their love not only resided within the walls of the palace, but also in every heart. Chapter 7, The Palace of Happiness ****. The courtyard of the palace was glittering with lights. Every corner was adorned with flowers, and the sweet music added to the joy of the whole atmosphere. It was the day of Ranaji and Gayatri's wedding, a wedding that became a celebration for the entire kingdom. Gayatri wore a gorgeous red and gold attire, and her beauty had everyone's eyes glued to it. She had a slight smile on her face, but her eyes reflected deep trust and peace. Ranaji, who was decked up in royal attire, was smiling at his queen. The wedding ceremony was performed according to royal traditions. Amidst chanting of mantras, Ranaji and Gayatri took 7 rounds around the fire. With each round, they promised to be faithful, and loyal to each other. When Ranaji filled Gayatri's mang with sindoor, the entire palace resounded with Jaikar. After the wedding, Ranaji held Gayatri's hand and said, Gayatri, this palace was once just a stone structure. But now it has become the palace of happiness because of you. Gayatri replied with a smile, Maharaj, as grand as this palace is, the love you gave me is more valuable than that. I promise to fill this palace and your heart with happiness forever. After their wedding, the entire kingdom was filled with joy. There were celebrations everywhere. People felt proud to see the couple, as their story became an example of love, struggle, and truth. The palace, which was once a symbol of fear and strangeness for Gayatri, had now become the place of her happiness and dreams. Ranaji and Gayatri not only completed each other with their love, but also gave a message to their kingdom that true love can overcome all obstacles. With the passage of time, their story became an inspiration. People started calling them the King and Queen of Happiness. Their palace became not just a royal monument but a symbol of love and trust. Ranaji and Gayatri proved with their love that when hearts meet, every difficulty, every conspiracy, and every challenge seems small. Their palace was no longer just a palace, it had truly become a palace of happiness.